Hello Capricorn. This tarot tune-in is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node in the sign of Capricorn. If this reading resonates with you, you can like, comment, subscribe. If it doesn't, check your other placements and just leave it for somebody else. So let's dive right in. So I wanted to start your reading with one card from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, Capricorn, just to see what's supporting you. Okay, we've got Lizard. So this is fire energy. Maybe you are in a state of shedding or camouflaging. So believe this in the Kim Kron's Oracle deck is connected to the fire element as well. So you could be feeling a lot of heat, a lot of passion, maybe an activation, again, camouflaging into your surroundings, learning how to be in your surroundings in order to survive. So let's dive into the tarot and we'll go into your recent, past, present, and near future energies and just dive deeper into this lizard energy and see what you got going on, my dear Capricorns. Okay. So in your recent past, wow, you've got the Judgment, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. So this is a beautiful energy here. There could have been some type of rebirth, some type of reconnecting to your spirituality. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is a card signifying hard work, work that you've been doing for a long time, work that you were recognized for. You know, you might have those certificates or awards or accolades. There might have been some type of like realization or release or rebirth with this Judgment card, where you did have to shed some skin in order to come into a new version of yourself. Again, going back into this lizard energy. And this, the Star here, this is Aquarius energy. This is a very deeply spiritual energy that you've had in your recent past. So Aquarius is opposite of Leo. We are in Aquarius season now, and the full moon in Leo has just passed. So maybe even finding balance between the self that you're putting out there versus your own spiritual self and your connection to your spiritual stars, the systems, the cosmic systems that are supporting you. And then even, you know, Aquarius is also the water bearer. So looking at what nourishes you, what gives your spiritual life that level of nourishment and feeling of being like fed and held and supported, so that you can continue those spiritual practices that you are so deeply embedded or tuned into. So you've had a level of transformation that is just bringing you deeper into your connection to yourself. Okay, let's look at your present energy, Capricorn. Let's see what's supporting you at this time. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. It came out in the reverse, so we'll keep it that way. So the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands, this is a beautiful energy for creativity, inspiration. Again, that fire element coming back to the lizard here. You could have had some third eye activation or awareness. Your intuition could have been spot on or could be spot on in regards to a situation. Again, the Queen of Wands, this is tied to Leo. So something with this Leo full moon that has just passed has really brought you into your power. And I love that the Nine of Swords came out in the reverse, because upright, it's essentially signifying like anxiety, insomnia, nightmares. But when it's in the reverse, it's like you're releasing something from the subconscious that has been kind of like chattering in your ear, if that makes sense, where you're finally able to tune into that pituitary pineal gland, that knowing, that inner knowing of the third eye chakra, releasing that insomnia, releasing those kind of incessant thoughts and unnecessary anxieties, and really stepping into your power. I feel that you have recently reclaimed a sense of power. Maybe with this full moon in Leo, you've been able to step into a divine feminine energy, but with strength, you know, that fire element where you are not afraid. You know, you found that courage to face your demons, and that could have been the Nine of Swords here. Something that was just causing unnecessary anxiety or fear, and then with this fire, it's just kind of like offering you that transformation where you're not feeding into this fear anymore. You're stepping into your Kali moment, even like rawr, you know, like roaring back at the thing that frightens you, but realizing you just expressing your voice is really all you needed to do. Maybe it's speaking your truth, you know, setting a boundary, telling someone no, just something so simple that it's like, whoa, that's all that was needed. And you know, you've stepped back into your power. This lizard here too with the camouflage, it could have been a situation where you have been kind of diluting yourself in order to fit in, as almost like a need to survive. It was like a survival skill, but you know, stepping out of that environment as your true self, and realizing, okay, you're not a lizard that needs to camouflage itself in order to survive. You are a powerful being that has a lot to offer and can survive by showing your true colors. Yeah, and I feel like there's still like a big shedding that's taken place with the Judgment card, like seeing a new level of your soul and allowing it to express itself and shine. So this is a really beautiful energy, Capricorn. Let's see what the near future has for you. Okay, so you've got the High Priestess in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Strength card in the upright. So Strength card here is again connected to Leo. With the High Priestess and Seven of Cups in reverse, this is an interesting energy because the High Priestess, it is again talking about intuition, things that are known intuitively, and it's the counterpart to the Magician. So that's like the masculine you know, manifestation, working with the elements, whereas the High Priestess is the feminine aspect of that inner knowing, highly intuitive, but like the keeper of secrets. So whereas the Magician is expressing outwardly the manifestations, the High Priestess is more of that receptive, gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom through receptivity and that inward focus. The Seven of Cups here, I see that there might be some confusion coming with maybe like too many ideas, too many options, or like things are not the hierarchy of the way that you want things to be. It's hard to, like, your list of priorities, it's hard to keep them in the order that you want to execute them. It's almost like you have tasks, you have things that you want to complete, that you want to do, that you feel like this is how I'm going to keep my authenticity or keep me in my power. I do see some continued challenges, that there might be some confusion in regards to the expectations being put upon you, that they might be coming in heavy. So people might be placing too many responsibilities or expectations on you, or crossing some type of boundaries. But I see that it's going to be hard to set those boundaries, because it's almost like a long-term favor that is finally come past due, you know, and now it's your turn to step up, to provide for someone or something, or some end of a bargain or a deal. And it's going to be unpleasant for you, because it's going to disrupt a part of your like routine or the way that you like to do things, and you might struggle with keeping in touch with that intuitive alignment. So we have the Ace of Wands in your present energy, and you're sitting beautiful in it. There's going to be an aspect of you finding strength in this difficult situation that might come up. The Strength card in some decks, the more traditional tarot decks, it's portrayed as a female figure gently just opening a lion's huge mouth with its huge teeth, and the lion just surrenders. So there might be some need for you to surrender in the near future to these expectations that are being put on you, but through that surrender you will gain even higher spiritual knowledge, because I'm seeing that that is something that's important to you with the Star, the Judgment, the Ace of Wands. Like, these are deeply spiritual energies. And the High Priestess here, you are going to protect your inner world and your intuition by surrendering to the needs of others. Essentially, you're going to move into a caretaker role for a moment in time, but you will gain a type of spiritual awareness that will be greater than what you had expected, but it's not going to look like what you expected, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get one more card just to close off your reading. Okay, Six of Pentacles, yeah. So this is a transaction of scales being balanced, essentially, where karma is, you know, being balanced, giving to the poor, giving to others in order to rebalance some type of debt or payment. So this could be, again, a favor that you're finally being asked for, or vice versa. But essentially, I do see you stepping into a role that it's going to change your list of priorities, and you're not gonna like it for a moment in time, but you're going to learn how to manage it, and through that you will gain deeper wisdom. Okay, I hope that reading resonated with you. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, or let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.